Good morning, everybody. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Joni.
And we're Mom and Me and Disney. And today we are going to go to Topolino's Terrace at Riviera Resort. It is a beautiful resort. Today we're going to meet a bunch of characters at a character dining at Topolino's Terrace, and they're in their art costumes, I believe.
Yeah. So come check it out, and we'll let you know what we think about this character dining experience and the breakfast at this location. See you in there.
Let's go.
When you get to the Disney's Riviera Resort, you are going to locate the elevators and take them all the way to the top to find Topolino's Terrace. This resort is part of the Skyliner Resorts, making it easy to access from the Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, or Art of Animation. If you are staying off property or at another resort, consider taking a quick Lyft or Uber or getting on a bus to Hollywood Studios or Epcot, and then you can transfer either using one of the buses or the Skyliner. Breakfast at Topolino's Terrace is one of the most popular dining reservations in all of Disney World, so booking ahead is a must. Reservations open 60 days in advance, and spots usually fill up quickly, especially for those morning times. If you can't find a reservation, keep checking, as guests often cancel closer to their trips and as plans solidify. Topolino's Terrace is decorated with a modern, elegant, and artistic theme inspired by the cliffside restaurants of the European Riviera. The decor is upscale yet welcoming, and it features subtle, artful touches of Disney magic. The chandeliers are made to look like pasta, and the restaurant has a light, airy, and inviting atmosphere created by a neutral color palette and large floor-to-ceiling windows. Breakfast at Topolino's Terrace is served from 7:30 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. and is a plated, prefixed meal where each guest chooses from a selection of entrees. When we went, the breakfast was $52 per adult and $33 per child aged 3 to 9. Situated on the 10th floor of Disney's Riviera Resort, the restaurant offers breathtaking views of the Walt Disney World property, including the nearby theme parks. We could have spent hours out here just looking at the scenery. There is also a fun seating area and a bar that wasn't available when we were here for breakfast, but would be a great vantage point for evening fireworks. Once you are seated, your server will bring you the menu. If you have allergies, you will be given an allergy-friendly menu, and the staff will often ask if you would like to speak to a chef to make sure that you're comfortable with your meal and how it's prepared. Another fun detail at this restaurant is the open kitchen. Depending on where you are sitting, you might be able to watch the chefs at work during your meal. If not, you'll still get a great view as you walk in or on your way out. You will start your meal off with a paint bucket full of fresh pastries delivered to your table, often including croissants, chocolate chip muffins, and seasonal bread served with delicious house-made spreads, which are the paint cups. These are things like honey butter and jam. We really enjoyed all of the pastries. They were light and airy, and the paint dips was a fun addition. For your entree, you can select from a variety of dishes that range from classic to elevated. Popular options include the quiche Gruyere, the sour cream waffles, smoked salmon, or the wood-fired butcher's steak and eggs. It's a mix of traditional breakfast favorites and European-inspired flavors. There's something here for everyone, including picky eaters and those looking for a more refined dish. Cheyenne had the sour cream waffle, which featured roasted apples, chantilly, orange maple syrup, and served with a choice of smoked bacon, ham, sausage, or plant-based sausage. The waffle was light and delicious. The syrup packed a punch where typically flavored syrups just have a slight amount of the flavor. There was no mistaking this flavor, and it elevated the waffle in a way that she said she would get this again just for that. The bacon was your standard bacon, but prepared well. I tried out the wood-fired butcher's steak and eggs, which features polenta, tomatoes, roasted potatoes, wild mushroom conserva, and a choice of 2 eggs any style, which I got over medium. The steak was delicious and perfectly cooked. It was tender and something I will look forward to eating again in the future. The eggs were good, but basically your standard eggs, and the polenta was light and flavorful, and the potatoes were also very delicious. When you sit down, you are given a postcard with all of the characters' signatures on them. We love collecting these postcards and keep them as a souvenir to remember where we've been and the characters that we have met. Do you like getting the postcards? Let us know in the comments of the video whether or not you enjoy the postcards at character meals. One of the biggest highlights of this breakfast is the characters. You'll see some of your Disney favorites dressed in outfits that you can only find here. They rotate around the restaurant, stopping at each table for pictures, autographs, and a little bit of fun. The characters that you can meet at Topolino's Terrace Breakfast a la Art are Mickey in an artist outfit, Minnie Mouse dressed as a poet, Donald Duck in a sculptor's outfit, and Daisy dressed as a dancer. If you are a fan of character dining, this is one of the most unique experiences you'll find. The costumes, the interactions, and the beautiful setting all make it stand out. Even adults without kids often book here for the atmosphere and the chance to enjoy a character meal without feeling rushed or overcrowded.
She's even got bows on her sleeves. Right now, yes.
Okay, I needed a little nod of bow because obviously you and your signature bow.
That's right. You need a bow to see Minnie.
Yes. Right. Can you take a picture?
They're kind of scary, but it's Halloween season, so they kind of fit in. So we'll go in with that. Perfect. Thanks, Minnie.
I took some little rascals out of your hair. I was gonna say, little Chip and Dale here were. I was gonna say, so I took them out of your hair because they were trying to break into your house again. I was gonna say, so I took them away, and you're all good now. So, what? Can we take a picture together? Aw, thank you.
I know, spooky, aren't they? Yes, but it is that season, so you know, that's right. Gotta get a little bit of the scaries.
There we go.
Perfect, thanks, Donald.
I was gonna say, you're number 1, and they're, or say, yeah, we'll keep them out of your hair, okay?
Yes, they're tied. We got them tied there, so they're not going to come find you.
Get you.
Yes, you keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
Around the chipmunks, well done.
Thank you.
Each character plays into the European art theme of the restaurant, and they do a little parade around the dining room during your meal. This adds a special bit of magic to the experience and makes it different from other character meals around Disney World. We think this is a must-do for families looking for a unique character experience, families who don't want to do buffet dining, and those who want a more upscale dining experience. We think this will be a skip for families looking for a more budget-friendly meal, those who want a more child-oriented dining experience, and those who want to meet other hard-to-find characters. Here are our final thoughts on this breakfast experience and if we think you should do this. We did think it was worth the price. While this meal might feel like a splurge when you factor in the food quality, which was amazing, the character interactions, and the atmosphere, many guests are going to find it well worth the price. We believe this is a fun character interaction, and while not our absolute favorite on all of Disney's properties for character experiences, it was an experience that we will likely enjoy again in the future. We hope you enjoyed this review of Topolino's Terrace Breakfast a la art, and before we go any further, take a moment to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks, Disney friends!